Hello, my last instructional resource that I find to be pretty resourceful is Prezi. It's an online presentation website that you can use for free. I selected this resource because it allows for students to go online and make PowerPoints essentially and have them online instead of having to be assigned to one computer. And also, it allows for professionals to be able to do the exact same thing. And the purpose is for them to have the same tools as PowerPoint, but not be limited to one specific computer. My intended audience for Prezi is, well, it can be for any collaborator use, it can be for teachers, it can be for students, it can be for adults. I don't know that I'd give it to parents, but parents probably would like to know how it works because they might have their students working on it at home on their own computers. So parents might need to see how it works, and their students could definitely show them that. But when you go to Prezi.com, you obviously have to sign up. And when you sign up, it takes you to a whole sign up page where you have to put in your first and last name, and you have to create an account using your email. And I've already created one, so I'm obviously, instead of signing up, I'm going to log in. So I'll just go ahead and log in so you can kind of see what it looks like. And I've done Prezis before, and so I will just click on one of my old ones so you can kind of see what it looks like. And like I've said, a Prezi is just a PowerPoint, but it's online, so that way you have access to it no matter where you are. And it has the same tools, so that for the most part, there are a few differences which may prove to be a little bit of a challenge for your students. Prezi actually lends itself pretty well to the ISTE standards. The first one I noticed was S Student 1B. It allows students to create original works as a means of personal or group expressions. So the one I have pulled up, this is for a previous class I took. I created the background, I chose the background I wanted, and then I went in and I put in the information the way I wanted to. You can insert videos, you can put in pictures and images, you can change the backgrounds, the colors, which that goes really well with the idea of expression and the students changing it to the way it feels best. Now, the other standard it fits well with is Student Standard 6D, and that's transferring your current knowledge to learning of new technologies. And I felt like this went well with Prezi because students, for the most part, generally have an idea of how PowerPoint works, and so then they can take that knowledge of PowerPoint and apply it to the idea of how Prezi works. And rarely do I have students who cannot figure out how to make the pathways on Prezi work. And a pathway is basically transitioning from one slide to the next. And it's really cool. And if I go back to edit, you can see the pathways that I was talking about and how to edit the information, change the colors, and make everything work. The only downfall is that sometimes it's slow, like what you're seeing currently, but I use Prezi with my students often because we have a limited use of computers. Now, here you can see you have the different frames, and they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and that shows you the pathways. You can see the numbers. Here's the first one, first slide. Here's the 17th. The numbers indicate the slides. And at any point in time, the kids could go and change the pathway just by dragging the numbers to different places. Obviously, students figure that out pretty quickly. Here's where you go and insert, and you can customize different things. Over here, you can see the different backgrounds. Students really enjoy Prezi for the most part. They often are pretty biased, and they still like PowerPoint on the computers, but this allows them to have the freedom of it being on the internet and not limited to one computer.